hello. Good morning, hello. Good morning, hello. How's it going, everyone? Let me try to get this a little bit. Right? No, hold on. Yes. No. Perfect. Beautiful. No notes. I'm so good at this. Hi. Hello. If you're unfamiliar with me, I go by Mechanical Beanstalk. I am a variety streamer who tries to do more off-the-radar games, which includes games that have a very strong community presence, games that have a very strong modded presence, or retros or indies that need a little bit more time in the spotlight. Today, we're still kind of doing our unofficial Warhammer 40,000 Sundays, right? We've been doing Rogue Trader for the last billion years, right? I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit and try my hand again at modded Battlefleet Gothic Armada Warhammer 40,000 game one more time. So Battlefleet Gothic was a like the spaceship combat version of Warhammer 40,000 back in the day, and the same goes with the PC strategy game. It's a real-time strategy game, so you're doing everything in real time, you know, giving orders to a small battle group of like Warhammer 40,000 ships, which are almost like giant city ships that have thousands of people on it and have ordnance that can like shatter planets or moons or stuff like that, continents. So you're fighting with those things, right? It's a little bit more of like a kind of a ship of the line kind of combat, where it's like ships are not super fast necessarily, but you have to kind of like position them right and like, you know, mow down the enemies with your broadside cannons from like thousands of kilometers away, stuff like that. It's pretty fun. And the Skalgrim mod adds a lot of new models of ships, and I think the author said he was going to add some more stuff to it within a future patch, right? So I'm excited to see it. We will be coming back to Rogue Trader probably next week, just to let you guys know. And yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I really would appreciate that. I'm trying to get to 500 as a goal over on YouTube, since YouTube's kind of started out a little bit later than Twitch, trying to keep the numbers up a little bit. But yeah, just I stream Wednesday, Thursday nights, Saturday, Sunday mornings. Swing on by whenever you can, hang out with me. That'd be great. Every so often, if there's like a long load time or a little bit of downtime during our Warhammer 40,000 game, we'll kind of do a little bit of a lore discussion, kind of like bide our time. So yeah, that's what you're looking forward to today. We're gonna piece over here. Just give me 1 second. Armada has a kind of a weird problem with getting to run in OBS. I have to be kind of creative about it, but yeah, let me know if you have any questions about the game. I'm gonna sneeze in a little bit. So I am a very professional guy. Okay, so Battlefleet Gothic Armada. Make sure everything's running okay. Okay, cool. Let me know if you can like hear me okay, guys. If you can see me okay, live or in the post recording. Yeah, just let me know. So helps me improve the quality of the stream. Okay, so don't hear any sound. It's just kind of concerning, but I'm sure it'll fix itself, right? Okay, here we go. So new campaign. We're going to start out with a new campaign. We're going to be doing the human campaign. Prologue, Battle of Cadia. Yes. Let's do Prologue. Play this a little bit. I did try to do a stream of this a long time ago. And I was still kind of starting out. I didn't really know a whole lot of what I was doing. I know what I'm doing right now. But yeah, we're going to try it again. We'll do the campaign and we'll play around with it a little bit in Skalgrim.
At the very soul of mankind itself. And for every one of those 10,000 years, the fortress world of Cadia has held the gate closed. An adamantium bastion, granted strength by flesh and bone, and seeded purpose by faith in the Emperor's holy light. But as the darkness grew ever deeper, and the blaze of the Astronomicon guttered like a wind-blown candle, The Eye of Terror pulse, its baleful energy spilling anew across the stars.
No! I'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the background. I was a Warhammer 40,000 game master for a number of years, for a number of campaigns. So I like to think of myself as a little bit of an expert in Warhammer 40,000.
With a shriek that
Don't correct me.
echoed through nightmares from Medusa to Ultramar, the Black Fleet slipped its moorings. An endless tide of heretics, traitors, demons, and madmen whose desperate fealty was given over to a single damned soul. Abaddon the Despoiler, inheritor of the arch-traitor Horus's reviled legacy, the 13th Black Crusade, herald to a fresh age of nightmare, had begun. Stalwart Cadia would be the first to feel its wrath.
A Blackstone fortress! Without our shields, that accursed Hulk will scour Cadia clean.
Repairs to the null array are underway. We require only a matter of days.
The Magos asks for time. I have none to give.
My wolves will buy all that he needs. Alert my battle bards to prepare for my arrival. By the Fang, I'll not die without a fight.
Alright. So this takes place before the destruction of Cadia. So in Rogue Trader, we did find the exact date that Rogue Trader, the CRPG, was taking place at, but the CRPG was taken at Millennium 42 300, or around Millennium 42 300, I want to say, and this is like Millennium 41 like 999, right? So it's like right at the end of the 41st millennium. That'd be so funny if it didn't work. Yeah, I had some weird problems with Beloved Rapture yesterday. Excuse me. Beloved Rapture yesterday. I'm not really sure what's going on. Hopefully I can get it running next Saturday. But yeah, this is, if you're unfamiliar with Warhammer 40,000, you might not have, tuned in any of my other Warhammer 40,000 streams, but in Warhammer 40,000, it is a science fantasy setting in the far-off future of 40,000 plus, right? Where mankind has established a massive galactic empire where with millions of worlds, billions of citizens, even so many citizens in worlds that they themselves don't necessarily know how many they have. But yeah, technology and civilization is kind of backwards a lot of times, even though technology itself and what they have access to can be like world-shattering or like reality-breaking at times, right? Life is cheap. Faster than light travel is made by skirting the surface of liquid hell, right? And yeah, that's a briefest summary of it. Okay, so I have to retune myself. I have to return myself to like how things are played a little bit. I've made a couple attempts to return to this series, but with little success.
Structural analysis complete. No major issues to report. We stand ready for weapons inspection.
Okay, so pause. Can't pause right now. This is the tutorial anyways. So we're playing as the Space Marines, right? There's various different chapters of them, but they're the super soldiers of this particular setting, right? This one is more of like a Viking themed super soldier. The guy that was just talking to us, it was a kind of think of him as a space Viking engineer, right? So these ships generally hold thousands of people on it. They're like a kilometer long plus. They have giant cannons on either side. They can like pelt guys, crack continents, destroy asteroid fields, stuff like that. They're very high power technology, right? Okay, let's do. Rotate the ship around. Rotate the camera around the ship. Doop. Cool.
All weapon systems functional. Beginning tactical Auspex sweep.
Okay. Focus the camera on the gas cloud. Okay, cool. Got it. Focus the camera on the asteroid field, which is over here. Where is it? I'm fine. The asteroid field, where's that? Asteroid field. Ah!
Auspex sweep complete.
I wonder what happens if I, like, go through all the minefields and kill myself in the tutorial. The worst elite soldiers ever in any sci-fi settings. Let's see. Camera video movement. Move the camera anywhere. Okay. Orient myself a little bit. Focus camera. Double click on ship. Activates the follow camera. That's cool. And then right click.
My Roosebeard, what's taking so long? War calls. Enough with the tinkering. All sections report ready, Lord. The Fireman's Fang stands ready for battle. At last, crew of the Firemain's Fang. The despoiler's jaws clamped tight about Cadia's throat. His Blackstone fortress comes to claim the kill. I say nay. Not while the sons of Roos have strength to fight.
Everything's kind of slow.
Dead will shield us from the
Slow and
Blackfleet's
purposeful.
curse.
Especially if the
We will
ships get,
stalk
like,
the will
really
of
big.
eternity from amongst the carcasses of its victims. When our fangs are at its belly, we strike with every boarding torpedo and assault craft at our disposal. We will cripple that Blackstone fortress however we can. Weapons, shields, engines, all farther willing, we will tear out its corrupted heart.
So
The Blackstone fortress is so close I can smell it. We'll have to cross that minefield to reach it. Take us through, Captain.
okay. So reach the safe area. Okay. Where be that? It's... Oh, okay. So we have to go through the minefield. Got it. Oh.
Engines engaged.
And a lot of the ships, they have a kind of like turn radius time. They have a little bit... Imperial ships are very big and clunky and have a lot of redundant systems on it. So their turning radius, their speed is very ponderous, I guess you could say. Like I said before, let me know if... Oh.
We are pursued, but grander prey awaits. We cannot waste time in fruitless battle. Press on! We'll return once the Blackstone fortress is a broken hulk. Moving to position.
So top bar is going to be our shields.
Underway.
So we're going to... Wait, pause for a second? We can't pause. Analyze pause.
Hogwarm's eyes. They're gaining. Contact Cajun Orbital Command. Tell them to detonate the mines. That explosion should clean our tails of these traitors. Aye, my lord.
Okay. All head full. Oh. Wait. Wait. Oh, okay. Cool. All head full.
On course.
So all head full is you get the retro thrusters and you get like a little boost of speed, right?
Where we are needed.
So a lot of times it's in your thruster meter right here. You can use for additional maneuvers, stuff like that. Okay, so we got all those people, thousands of people dead.
Time to make it painful.
So we got a little bit. We got 30 units of troops.
All specs show one traitor vessel survived the explosion. It has launched a disruption bomb. It'll obliterate our shields. All sections, prepare for high energy turn.
Okay.
Helm,
I think it's
get
this.
us clear of the detonation horizon and bring us about to engage that spineless cur.
Yeah. Okay.
Engines engaged.
So you can use your thruster meter to make a really sharp turn.
Ah, so the traitor longs for death. Bring us in close. I want to smell his fear.
Okay. Now we're gonna do some actual combat. So I can't really pause at the moment.
At your
See.
command.
So generally, with most models of Imperial ships, you want to bring up your Okay, let's... I can't pause to talk about it. But there are lances, like giant beam weaponry.
Fire at will. I want them bloody.
Giant beam weaponry that are more for... I think there actually is... we'll look at the...
His shield falls. Let us test the thickness of his hide.
Okay. So, armor... So we're doing broadside, broadside, broadside. Broadside are generally for reducing... More for reducing shields. But they can be for annihilating like hull and stuff like that. See, let's do another quick turn to keep our broadsides. Let's zoom in so you guys can see what's going on. So deck destroyed. We're stabling him.
We'll settle this with our teeth in his throat.
Okay, critical damage. Assault range. Okay, so we can do boarding action. So we send some boarding torpedoes over there. Our Space Marines are fighting them on their ships.
Ready boarding torpedoes.
Okay, boarding torpedoes. Oh, we shot him. Okay. Okay. There we go. Cool. Shoot from the front. You get it? Are we gonna board ourselves? I think we... Okay.
Moving to position.
Hold on. You doing it? Let's see here. Okay, so we shot our boarding torpedo straight ahead. So the momentum means it's kind of hard to... Oh, I think they actually got it. They're trying to... No? Okay. Boarding torpedoes. Let's see here. Let's try it again. Torpedoes, boarding torpedoes. Okay, let's do it again. Torpedoes. Cool. So boarding them, we're chopping them up on their ship.
So the traitor still has claws. Bring us in closer. I'll end this myself.
We got the casualties, defensive force like shield, high casualty step. I can't really see the tutorial, but let's see boarding action. So we're boarding them again. We're gonna kill them. We're gonna jump onto their ship. We're gonna slice them up.
Ended. Let the carcass drift. The greater quarry yet remains.
So, okay, it's drifting right now. But the dealio with killing the crew off and leaving the Hulk, like sometimes ships are just too damaged and you can just leave them, it doesn't really matter. And sometimes there's a lot of ships that have so many hit points, it's not really feasible to really kill them. So you can just leave them, right? But there's always a chance that someone else, like pirates or other heretics, are going to jump onto the ship and kind of fix it up, make it worthy, and kind of start piloting it again. So you got to keep that in mind.
Today we are brothers, bound by one single glorious purpose. We ride into death with the fury of heroes, and by our sacrifice, more worthy of saga and sword. For the Emperor, for Cadia, death to the traitors.
That's one of my guys, I think.
Arrives. Let the engines roar.
My lord, we have located an Imperial warship. It's drifting, and the crew are not responding. However, all specs show that the vessel itself remains viable.
It's a little bit quiet for me. Let me know if you guys are... If it's too quiet for you guys. Okay, so the ship has been gutted from people, right? So we can send some of our guys over there to get it worthy, or get it running again.
My lord, our boarding parties have seized command of the derelict. They report critical damage to weapons control. It won't be of any use to us.
Still, it shall not go to waste. Evacuate the ship to Cadia. Its fury will be hard in days to come.
Yeah. Okay. So select the Imperial ship in emergency warp jump. A lot of... I can pause right now, I think. They kind of... Yeah, I can actually finally pause. So a lot of Imperial ships, they're difficult, especially some of the older patterns of Imperial ships. They're difficult to actually make... it's difficult to make new ships sometimes. So whenever you can salvage stuff, role-playing wise, it's good to like save Imperial ships. Battlefleet Gothic, I don't think really... it doesn't really express that concern as much as it probably should. But yeah, we're gonna do emergency warp jump. We're gonna try to get this guy back to the planet. They're gonna mothball it, maybe one day get it running again. Let's see. It's a Light Crusader Defender, the Sword of Certainty. Okay, so let's just do warp jump, and we'll play. So it's gonna go into the alternate dimension of the warp, kind of like an energy dimension, which, you know, kind of the equivalent of like sci-fi hell exists, and they're using that to like defy the laws of time and space and go FTL.
My lord, we have enemy vessels on approach.
Hold course.
Okay, let's do fire for
Engines
torpedoes.
engaged.
Oh, we can't. Never mind. Damn it. It's very tutorial.
To where we are needed.
So let's get our broadsides out. Let's pepper these guys.
At your command.
I can't use any of this stuff. Disengagement. Warp risk. So let's do circle around these guys. Like a bird of prey. Fire aboard, they're small ships, we're big and tough, we're powerful. Let's zoom in a little bit on these guys. I like Imperial ship design. Giant cathedral city ships in space, right? But yeah, we have the symbols right here, the flagship that you're rallying behind. If you lose your flagship, I think you get poor morale, I want to say. Your units of crew, rather. And the crew are, like I said, especially on the larger ships, you get like thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people working the ship at the same time. A lot of them are like analog controls. So you're like, have hundreds of people loading a building-sized round into the guns, into the cannons to fire thousands of kilometers away, right? And that's what they grew up on the ship, right? It's multi-generational ships. So like, my forefather's father has been loading bullets into this, or loading rounds into this cannon for, you know, 9 to 50 years, something like that, you know? But yeah, you have probably tons and tons of people on this ship. A lot of Space Marines, which, like I said, the super soldiers. This guy's just, they had a mutiny. They're like, why would you take on a giant Space Marine cruiser? We're flying the ship Skalgrim's Pride. Ah, nice.
Bring us about. The Blackstone Fortress awaits.
Cool.
My lord, Auspexes have detected a colossal signature at extreme range. It must be the Blackstone Fortress. It's on an inbound heading.
Good. We'll wait in ambush. Bring us about into that asteroid field and cut the drive.
Cool.
Make us look like one more drifting hull.
Yeah, you can do stealth attacks in this game too. I think this is actually a very underrated game. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, which is kind of a shame when you think about it. Now, I should say, pause. There's certain things you can do tactically. You can hide in space debris, like asteroid fields in your signature. If they don't have a visual on you, then they have your energy output can be seen on the map. It's like a little glow, right? And so they kind of have a general idea. The enemy has a general idea of where you are. And actually, the AI is pretty good at being oblivious, right? Like, it's a good thing, right? Because sometimes you'll see real-time strategy games where the enemy just kind of knows where you are at all times and has exactly the counter ready for you, which is just essentially, it's probably like just cheating, really. It's like if player is so-and-so amount ahead of me in terms of gameplay wise, and I'm on a higher difficulty setting, I should have this amount of resources and knowledge about what he has. Like, they cheat. I don't think Battlefleet Gothic really does that from the knowledge that I've seen so far. But yeah, you can hide inside ships. Like I said before, you can see visuals, you can see energy signatures. So you can hide in here, it cuts back on your visual, and also you can come to a full stop, and I think you can go into like low power mode, and it cuts off your signature, so it's hard for them to see where you are without like an additional auspex scanner, like ship scanners. But yeah, that's what they're planning on doing. They're gonna hide inside here. If I burn my retros or burn my thrusters, the energy output is much greater, so it can sense. Enemy ships would be able to sense us much easier. Which in the tutorial, I don't think it's that big a deal, but you know, give us a little bit of time to talk, so I'll talk. You know, you guys know I love to talk, right? But yeah, Battleship Battle Barge Mk1. I don't know if I have a lot of things to say about the Mk1 Battle Barge. It's a typical ship of the Space Marine chapters. I mean, it has. I know it has a little bit. It's a little bit more advanced than a typical Imperial ship. Have a little bit better rounds, a little bit better crew complements. I think they're meant for. They're designed for more like. How would you say it? Like out of space dock service. So they're supposed to be a little bit more self-reliant, from what I meant to say. Now, a lot of other Imperial ships, they have an armored prow. It's like a little wedge, which are for like ramming speed, and they have a little bit more space for like crew complements. So they're supposed to be a little bit more durable. They could form shield walls in terms of like they're more armored on the front than the sides or the rear. Like these guys are armored and they're pretty good, the Space Marine ships, but the Imperial ships with the armored prow are more used as like group at fleet formations, and they're better like that. And yeah, what's to say about them? A lot of them are, I think they seem to be more common patterns, easier to design, right? A lot of the Space Marine cruisers are not very flexible. They only have a lot of patterns that the Imperium could actually make consistently. Okay, so I have to do... So I have to do here. I do...
My lord, the Blackstone Fortress is almost upon us.
Hold your nerve. The closer it comes before we reveal ourselves, the greater our chances of success.
Can I reduce my HUD a little bit? Okay, pause. Pause just for a second. Pause. Okay, Blackstone Fortress. So I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. Asteroid fields. A ship moving through an asteroid field suffers damage, but as long as it remains motionless, it is stealth unless scanned by the enemy, or if it opens fire. Stealth. A stealth ship remains invisible until it enters the scanning range of the enemy. If it opens fire, becomes detected for a short time, then it returns to stealth mode. Okay. Ship orientation. Holding down the that and moving to mouse in any direction allows you to orient to select your ship. Yes, I know that. So the deal is with the Blackstone Fortresses. What were they? I think they were originally made by, I want to say either the old ones or the Necrons. They're a ancient space station of kind of like a psychometric material. A lot of them are seized by the chaos worshipping, or like the devil worshipping forces of like chaos itself, right? They have like many energy weapons, tons of weaponry, very durable, easily like planet killer grade, right? And the Will of Eternity, I think, is one of the two that Abaddon, one of the main bad guys of the Warhammer 40,000 setting, Abaddon the Despoiler, I think he had two, and he gave away one to as part of an alliance with another strong chaos warband, right? But wait for Lord Bloodhowl orders. Yeah, this is like it very outclasses me, very much so. Well, let's do that, and I am stealth, good. And I do.
To where we are needed.
I'll keep my cannons in line, but like I was mentioning before, so like lances are energy weapons. They're like high. I think they're just like, I don't know if they're like necessarily like particle weapons, but they're in a combination of like like plasma, and they have enough like shearing force to split, like to burn atmospheres, crack continents. They're more for like cutting through armor. So if you void shields in this setting, for the most part, a lot of them are for deflecting debris, like in a lot of other science fiction settings. Like Star Trek has their shields, you know, also. Well, I guess that's more the deflector field. But shields are the shields in Warhammer 40,000 for the most part are for deflecting like stellar debris. Like you're going through space at a very high frequency. You're gonna have like certain particles that just like going at a certain speed are gonna damage your hull, no matter how tough your hull is, right? This is mostly for just defending against like mundane stuff, right? So the broadsides, they do damage against like enemy ships, and it's no problem with it. They have they're able to deliver different payloads if a ship is equipped a certain way. Like so you can equip your macro cannons with, you know, troops if you want to fire like boarding torpedoes or stuff like that. Sometimes torpedoes have to be loaded onto specific like torpedo or chambers, but it's a little bit more varied. Mostly they're used for like bringing down the shields or defenses of enemy ships, of like high velocity, like random spreads of like peppering assault. So they just overloads the shields and then use the lance weaponry to like cut through the hull, which are, you know, many times stronger than like titanium or steel or anything like that, anything that we have. But yeah, 35 units of what we got here. We got 10,000 damage for the Blackstone Fortress. Morale, okay. So, I wonder if it's like possible to like finesse your way through this combat. Probably doubt it. Anyways, let's get back to here. Took a little bit of damage. Let's see here. I want to
Underway.
just make sure that I could fast forward, but I won't do that at the moment. We're just gonna chill. We're just gonna look at him. Transfer troops. It says wait for a Lord Blood Hell order, so I won't do anything. But we can go 35 units. I mean, like you could, if you had like a lot of guys, it'd probably be better to. We'll pause again for a second. A lot of the tactics. I mean, you could do a lot of. Oh, there's more energy signatures around it, so he has an escort. But in this kind of scenario, like if you have a ship that's like very heavily armored, you could do. Oh, and this little thing is represented like how many small turrets for shooting down boarders or shooting down torpedoes. How good that is. So there's that. But like I don't know. I think there might be something to say about the tactics of if the ship is just too strong, boarding it and like sabotaging its systems, because you can sabotage its systems, reduce their accuracy or their abilities, or to deploy certain things, deploy certain abilities, deploy crew, fire torpedoes, stuff like that. And then if you can kill their crew enough, then they get further penalties, right? So that's one way to kind of navigate around their physical power, if that makes sense.
This is as close as we're likely to get. Boarding torpedoes.
So that's what we're trying to do.
So shall it be. Command of the Fang is yours. Give her a good death.
Hilo, Foruz, and the All-Father.
Foruz and the All-Father. Repositioning.
Okay. So we just pause. Use lightning strike, boarding action, or boarding torpedoes, perform an assault on the Blackstone Fortress. Yes.
That is impossible.
Okay, boarding torpedoes. Boarding action. Lightning strike. Yeah, let's do this.
is impossible. Standard speed engage. That is impossible.
I can't board them?
That is impossible.
Okay, they're just gonna do a suicide charge. Like, there's 3 assaults on the Blackstone Fortress, and there's 4 assaults on my own ship. And look at all these guys. These guys are toast, man.
That is impossible. At your command.
Oh, I see. I wasn't aimed the right way.
Moving to position.
Move in a little bit. See this epic battle. Look at this. Grand Cruiser Retaliator. We got some escort ships. And Chaos ships, I forget what's going on with them. I know that a lot of the Chaos ships, there are an Imperial make, but they're made at the end of like an event called the Horus Heresy. And I think there is a reason why they're shaped the way they are. But I think the type of maker actually, here we go. Cool. 19 assaults on the ship.
Where we are needed.
Can I just ram?
It will be destroyed.
Let's see if I can just ram him. Because I'm about to die anyways.
Keep firing. Keep firing.
Oh no! That's okay. Would you... I wonder if there actually is a way to...
Sven Bloodhowl, stalwart of a brotherhood famed for their courage.
I mean, it's probably
But
not.
sometimes
There is...
courage
like, strategy
is
and
not
positioning
enough.
does make a huge difference in this game.
Initialization failed. Null array inert. Insufficient power. Insufficient power. Rerouting. Reroute failed.
Tech Priest, that guy, part of a section of the Imperium devoted to technology in an almost like mythical sense.
Power surge. Processing. No data. Power building. Null array deploying.
Infiltrators.
Thus did Cadia earn respite, not through the bravery of Sven Bloodhowl, nor the labors of Magus clan, but through the intercession of a mysterious benefactor. But the respite was short-lived, as the cheers faded.
I do want to play this game more.
The sky.
I'm not sure how well this video will do, since it's a little bit of an older game,
The siege of Cadia Secundus.
but I think it needs a little bit more time in the spotlight.
The forces of the despoiler came
I do wanna
numbers
play
uncounted, but the
LoreTuber
walls
more.
of Casa Craft held. Even in that darkest
But-
of days, the flame of humanity's valor burned bright.
I think I might, every so often,
Faith
I'll just
burning
switch
in their
between
hearts,
LoreTuber
the
and
defenders
Battlefleet
held the
Gothic.
chaos hordes at bay, uncaring of the losses they bore in exchange. But flesh fails and faith flickers. With every bloody moment, Abaddon's forces drew closer to victory.
So there are ways to... what I wanted to do originally when I made this series on Battlefleet Gothic, I wanted to swap out the main character portraits with the character portraits that we've been using over in LoreTuber. It's kind of like a seamless transition. And, but it is like surprisingly involved to like do that. I think you have to have, have to know a little bit more about like pack files in unpacking them through Unreal Engine. It sounds more complicated than I first thought. Maybe every so often I'll sit down and see if I can actually do it, but I know I just like to add a little bit of extra customization in this game. That'd be great. Anyways, what was that? That was a what were the ships that we saw? Infiltrators? No, defenders, I want to say. So while it's loading, let's go over here really quick. Let's see if I can just pop over here. Might not be working really well. Hold on one second. Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong? Hold on. I mean, we did the tutorial, so we can always reload the game if I froze it. I just wanted to pop over and do some lore stuff with you guys. But doesn't seem like... Wait, okay, wait, something's happening. Yeah, cool. So wait for that to load up a little bit. Battlefleet Kronos. So we can actually check out some of the models of the Imperial ships. And we can talk a little bit about them. Let's see, ranks of additional components, new starship hulls. So 20, right? Leech mining system, naval installation. I think that was the one we saw adrift. Grand Cruiser. This isn't going to have any of the Space Marine ships, but you know what? We'll just come back to it. New objective. Cool. Awesome. Let's see here. Right click here. Using blindly, you see the new position. Select the ship. Holding down. We already know that. Select multiple ships. We already know that. So I think what I need to do. Light cruiser. Okay, Defiant class. Let's pause this really quick. We got Defiant class. What we got? Light cruiser Defiant. A Dauntless and 2 Defiants. See if we can actually find those really quick. A Dauntless and 2 Defiants. Cruise it was light cruiser, right? Cruiser. There's the class, the categories of ships. From what I remember off the top of my head, we got transports, just big old bulky, slow moving stuff for transporting like mass, cargo. War machines, stuff like that. There's raiders, which are the smallest type. Generally, they're for escort. And generally, the fastest thing the Imperium can actually muster. Raiders, and then we have frigates. Frigates are just a good all-arounder, and generally, I think they're the largest type of support. They're still considered support ships, but I think they're the lightest support, or the heaviest support ship that they have. But generally they're considered more all-arounders. Rogue traders or special agents generally field frigates a little bit more often. There's light cruisers. Light cruisers are the lightest form of standard Imperial ship, but they have decent firepower, decent punching power. Light cruiser, which we see right here on the screen, and sacrifice a little bit more speed for a little bit more punching power. There are battle cruisers. There's battle cruisers that are like the biggest heavy hitters, but are really slow and prodding. But they have say this one, Armageddon class battle cruiser. Generally an average of 98,500 crew in order to field it and use it, right? 5 kilometers abroad, 0.8 kilometers abeam it fins approximately. Battle cruisers, and I don't think this actually has it in the RPG, but there's battle ships are over that, and they were world crusher kind of ships. And it's not really. I don't think they actually say specifically. There's the crew, because a lot of the unique, very unique super ships that they have, they're not battle cruisers. They don't specifically say in a lot of the lore and a lot of the novels, from what I remember. I call them super battle cruisers, just as a general catch-all, because they do say the Space Marines have the Gloriana class, but that's more for, it's a Gloriana class of ship, but not the category of ship, right? But I say, like, super battle cruisers are stuff that, like, can churn, like, the gravity around them, right? They're almost like civilizations unto themselves, and, like, can annihilate fleets of ships by themselves, right? There's a lot of different categories of what I call super battle cruisers, but generally they're for the top echelon of the Imperium, and there's very, very few ways to actually make them these days, so you don't see them very often. But I think usually like 1 to 3 are always patrolling Earth, Terra in this setting. I think generally you're only going to see like a few of them. There you have to really prep them. Like the Space Marines are going to have super battlecruiser type ships. Well, not very super often, but I think you might see them more often because some Space Marine chapters will actually have their old Gloriana class ships as their homeworlds, right? They lost their homeworlds a long time ago, so they'll actually be settling onto their ships themselves. But I think in that, like super battleships, I that's my catch-all term for like what was it, the Rock for the Dark Angels, yes, Dark Angels, or was it the Phalanx for the Imperial Fists, which I think you do see in this game. Actually, we're probably about to see it, but yeah. Anyways, I wanted to show that to you. So let's go back in here. Oh, we were gonna show. Wait, we were gonna look up Defiant class. Oh, it's okay. We can do that. I'll try not to talk too much about some of the stuff, but first off, I'm not sure if my key bindings are still active. But we're light cruisers, so we're the lightest type of cruiser. We got a torpedo. Dauntless Mark II is marked. It looks like we have, let's see, 200, 200, 1500, 1600. So we have a little bit more hull strength. We have the Defiant class are made for actual. They're carriers. They can launch actual space fighters. And the Dauntless, I think the Dauntless is featured in the Rogue Trader book. We'll actually go back over there. I don't want to just talk about... I love talking about lore. I don't know if you guys like listening to it. But a lot of... If we do continue Battlefleet Gothic... I've never actually beaten Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, right? I just kind of like played around with it for the most part. And I am not the best at the game, but I feel like I could get better than I am. Anyways, the Dauntless is more of like a combat-ready torpedo, like a slugger. So with that said, go here.
All vessels engage drives.
So this is... We're... Okay. Let's see, ready. Let's see. Yes, we're ready. Sure. The deployment phase, we can, when we set up in the beginning of the map, you can have one section, another section. Sometimes there are special scenarios where you have to set up in like the middle of the map. We have the red is the enemy deployment. It depends on the mission also. But let's just do deploy.
Underway.
And we'll do...
Rig our light cruisers for silent running. We'll let our bombers handle this.
Flagship, managing group selection.
We wait your command.
Let's see. Where are we going? Flagship must not be destroyed. Wait, why can't we move?
Engaging engines.
What's happening? Coordinated skills, managing group selection. I think I am... Wait, what's going on?
Aye, Admiral.
Why am I not... Oh, running silent. I see. As long as the stance is active, the ship is stealth. The ship is invisible to enemies. And if it opens fire, it becomes detected for a short time, then it becomes stealthy again.
Going
Okay, cool.
silent.
So we're still on the tutorial for the most part, right?
Course engaged.
Okay. So, let's pause. Let's do our... We'll do... Let's see here. Do that. 2. We can group some of you guys. 3. So, my torpedo guy will be 1.
We serve. Coordinates acknowledged.
And you can accidentally run into your own ships, which is kind of funny in like what's supposed to be a 3D plane. But some wacky stuff can happen in this game.
Changing course. Your orders?
We serve.
Okay, we're all stealth. I think I'm supposed to stay in stealth for the most part. That's like I mentioned before, like shutting off a lot of the primary systems, running at like very low power, so you're not, you don't get detected. Your energy signature, like we saw before, those little red blips, the enemy can't see them as easily, unless they really look for you.
Ship ready.
You do.
Course engaged.
That's.
Starhawk bombers to launch condition. Relaying target coordinates.
Engaging engines.
Okay. Select both Defiant Life Cruisers.
Ship ready.
And then we do.
Aye, Admiral.
So it's these guys. And then we do Starhawk Bomber Squadron. And
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Finish this. All weapons fire at will.
Okay, pause. Pause for applause. Okay, so we're going here. We're going to circle around and we're going to pelt these guys. So does it say that I have to stay in stealth?
Your orders? Heading acknowledged.
So we have our bomber ships so we can actually see them. At least dropping their payload on these space stations. Critical hit. Cool. And I don't think they've detected us yet. They make runs. So
we wait your command. Setting course.
Underway.
I think if I shoot, I'm gonna expose myself. So
your orders.
We serve. Course engaged.
Let's do another bomber.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Bomber. Okay.
Ship
And then
ready.
let's do melted torpedoes. Melted torpedoes have.
Targeting enemy vessel.
We wait your command.
Okay. And we can normally you can click on a unit and you can tell them to, if they want, if like a certain like gun section or certain decks are a priority when you're attacking a certain thing, so you can more easily like cripple.
We wait your command.
I totally missed with my torpedoes. Okay.
Engaging.
Okay, I'm still stealth, aren't I?
Target locked in. Your orders?
I have another volley of torpedoes I can
Engaging
go
engines.
with. Let's turn with this guy.
Execute high energy turn.
Okay.
Changing course. Acquiring new vector. Maximum burn.
Okay, let's get out of here so we don't take too much damage.
Underway. Aye, Admiral.
We can do stealth hits.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Okay.
For the Emperor.
And stance lock on. As long as the stance is active and standing macro opens and relenses. So these are different stances, right? So I should probably use silent running a little bit more. That actually works really well.
Coordinates acknowledged. Ship ready.
Okay, let's see if I can. I won't use any maneuvers, because if you use maneuvers, then it breaks your silent run. Hi. So we'll have
Setting course.
the torpedo guy get a straight line,
Aye, Admiral.
and the fighters or the bombers are not quite ready yet. Let's see if I can grab a cat. Cat's right next to me. Got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you, baby. Hi. I got you. Hi. 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 Yeah, hello. You're so cute. Yep, yep, yep. 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 Yeah, hi. I love you. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the game. So, I really would like to play this game more. I'll say like, maybe like every, we'll play like, maybe we'll swap it every so often. We'll do, so just do that. Yes. So fire torpedoes. Oh, we hit the debris. Damn it.
Heading acknowledged.
That sucks. Anyways, that was so bad.
Coordinates
Okay, wait.
acknowledged.
Okay, just
We wait your
do
command.
bombers. We haven't lost any of our bomber
Starhawks
squads.
loaded and sent. Course engaged.
And you can choose how close each squadron gets, or each ship gets to it. Like if they're better at, there are weapons in like models you can get. They are a little, they do a little bit of damage more like close range fire, or like medium range fire. So you can choose like, or they might have like close range weapons in the broadsides, but they might have long range weapons with their lances. So you can choose like certain stances where they automatically, if you're not monitoring them, they get a little bit closer when they're trying to swarm around them, or like certain circumstances. So you can set the like individual AI groups of the ships to like decent settings, and they do decent on their own, right?
Understood.
So I don't have any more melted torpedoes. Okay.
Engaging target.
So identified. Okay, so we
Changing
don't
course.
want to do more. We're gonna try to do more
We
defensive
wait your command.
tactics. Like I want to practice keeping my ships alive, because a lot of
Underway.
times you're
Execute high energy turn.
a lot of times you're
Your orders.
you're trying to fight with like smaller groups.
Ship
And
ready.
I'm doing a little bit of guerrilla warfare, so I gotta be better at that.
Possible, Admiral.
Okay. So I have to get closer for actually boarding actions.
We serve.
Okay, so I can do here, and I can
Engaging
do.
engines.
You see the arc for the torpedoes,
Underway.
so you do that,
Heading acknowledged.
and then bombers,
Starhawks loaded and sent.
sent them over. So like, there's certain ways you can. There's a lot of different play styles you can get in this game. But
Aye, Admiral.
control hit, yeah, we're gonna be able to do that just fine. Let's see here. There's commands. You can call the arms. You can restore your.
Course engaged.
Let's see here. You can restore your morale. You can repair certain systems, so it actually functions. You're not going to get like penalties.
Your orders. Target locked in.
Okay, so I think this guy. Hold on. Let's pause really quick. Is this guy focusing more on his side batteries? Yeah. Engagement distance. Yeah, there's already a pre-programmed behavior for this guy, so I'm not gonna really worry about it too much. But I think he's
For the
focusing
Emperor.
a little bit more on his forward guns.
Ship ready.
So almost ready for another. Okay. I think
Starhawks
something might
loaded
have
and
happened to
sent.
my stream. Hold on one second. I'm really not sure if I'm being seen by anyone, but I'll just keep on talking, I guess. Who knows? Who knows what's actually happening? I'll re-upload this actual stream later on. Yeah, it cut me off again. We'll just keep on talking. We'll see. We'll see what's happening. Anyways, Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2.
Ship ready.
Try to multitask a little bit while I'm doing this.
Enemy defense platform destroyed.
Nice. Cool.
We serve.
Get everyone aligned
So they've
here.
had time to call for reinforcements. Prepare to engage. None shall escape.
We
New
wait
objective.
your command.
Identify
Changing
both enemy
course.
signatures. Okay. Interesting. So there we see the energy signatures of them. In this situation, limited loads. Some skills like ordnance squads or torpedoes have a limited number of loads each battle. Cool. Let's keep on going. Okay, so in this situation, they're going in one direction. They have not seen us,
Coordinates.
but we kind of understand that there's something going on with them. I don't think they're going to see our energy signatures, so we could try to
Aye, Admiral.
get as far away as possible.
Setting course.
We can send Fury interceptors, like one of them, to identify.
Interceptors in flight.
We'll try to get out of their sensor range.
Ship
They'll kind
ready.
of sneak up behind them. Okay. So we identify them,
We
right?
should evaluate the situation. We cannot risk a foolhardy engagement. First, we'll grant all ships' captains full autonomy to maneuver.
Okay. The behavior panel allows you to set pause. I can't pause. Behavior panel allows you to select various options like engaging distance, angle, and side of your ships. Okay, so just do auto engagement mode. I don't really want to do that just yet. I know it wants me to do it,
Understood.
but I'm practicing and trying to be a better
Underway.
commander in this game. Just being overall better.
Your orders?
They haven't seen me yet. So let's do...
Starhawks loaded and sent.
set more carriers. And it doesn't want me to unpause.
Aye, Admiral.
But I think I'm going to have to do auto-engage.
We wait your command.
See, I don't have any more torpedoes for my brawler ship.
Ship ready.
Okay, so let's just do it. They want to do it in auto-engagement mode. So when
Now,
they...
designate priority target.
Okay, so I can click, have this guy as my priority target. So when I'm
Finally,
not
we'll
around,
focus
they'll
fire
know what to
on the
do.
target's weapon systems to reduce their firepower.
Weapon system. So I can click on that, and yes, reduce their firepower.
Unleash the Emperor's fury. All sections to battle stations.
Okay.
Blow those abominations apart.
And he's almost in boarding range.
Impossible, Admiral. Your orders?
Assaults.
Impossible, Admiral.
Okay. So they should be able to just
Our
start
bombers
attacking no
have
matter
caused
what.
internal
Right?
damage.
So we'll do lock on. They already know where I am.
Engaging.
Try to get a little bit close. Well, this guy's almost dead, right? So weapon destroyed. We're gonna pelt him down, and then
We wait your command.
focus on this guy, and we'll do focus on weapons. Highest priority in case someone else shows up, but they probably
We
won't,
serve.
right?
Impossible, Admiral.
Can try to get a little closer. Let's see here. Engagement distance. Let's do short. So we can actually start doing boarding engagements also. And we're just going to pelt this guy over and over again, collateral damage. You can also try to damage their... Oh, I got cut off again. I have no idea what's going on, but we'll see. It's one of those days. Okay, so bomb.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
And we can... Can't do boarding action. He's staying a little bit out of our boarding range. But he's dead. His ships, his components are on fire. They're ravaging through his oxygenated air supply.
Crippled the enemy.
People are dying on a ship. And engine failure. Blows up. Right?
Additional traitors on Auspex. All vessels regroup.
Okay. I will keep on using...
Admiral. The crew are revolting. A mutiny is underway.
Okay.
Your excuses do not concern me, Captain.
Sometimes
Crush the
you have to
mutineers
deal
and
with
bring
that.
your ship into the fight. Am I understood?
So we'll execute. Okay. So execute. Execute the mutineers.
You
Mutiny
failed
stopped.
For the last
My lord,
time,
the
Captain.
mutiny has been contained. Morale is ebbing, but we stand ready to fight.
At last.
Go stealth.
Now, seize this precious chance at redemption. For you and for your crew. Duty and death await.
Okay. Let's do heavily damaged ship. Morale. We already know about the morale. Mutiny. When you suffer more, casualties, you don't do as well as battle. Your ship lowers morale a little bit, and you have a chance of mutinies happening like that. So.
Aye, Admiral.
Okay. Do this. And we'll do... So this guy, the light cruiser Hellbringer, we'll do 2. And we'll do... Lower his weapons, and then this guy... Yeah, 3. Yes. And this guy... Focus fire weapons. Yeah, that's fine. Do random. Okay. Cool.
We wait your command.
And we'll do boarding action.
Impossible,
Oh, we don't have
Admiral.
it. We can't do boarding actions. Okay, we do. We can.
Boarding teams have crippled the enemy.
Okay. Send some more bombers over there. Doing okay so far. Wonder ships doesn't have as many shields. This guy's down. We're doing. Let's see what else we got here. Rally cancels mutiny effect on ships. We got call to arms. All boarding damage to your ship is reduced by 50% as compensation. Ship speed. Okay. Got that. Summary execution. Replenishes the summary execution. Blows someone's brains out. Replenishes morale by 500. Ships shields by 50% and maneuver by 50 as compensation. Ship loses 1 troop. That's fine. It's only people. Okay. This guy's almost dead. We have another boarding action we can probably take with this guy. And I think my stream just got cut off again. So my stream's going to be in like 50 parts. Whatever. It's fine. Not quite sure what's going on, but we'll see. Hopefully you guys can see me.
Your orders?
Cool. I like this. I do want to play this more. Okay. More boarding actions. Why not? There's no reason not to do it.
Starhawks loaded
So
and
5 combats are happening inside the ship.
Reporting successful boarding action.
And maybe they make it off the ship in time. Who knows? Okay. Okay, cool.
More chaos vessels inbound. Failure is to be my fate. I'll face it with the Emperor's light in my eyes.
Okay.
This is Admiral Harbride to all vessels. We fight to the death.
Objective. Time before reinforcements. Hold out until reinforcements arrive. Okay. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. We can try to turn and then just make a break through it. We can just turn really quick and just use our thrusters. Try to make a break through this thing and try to survive that way.
Coordinates acknowledged.
Okay.
All ahead, full.
Let's just go through it. See if we can survive. Oh, rammed into a ship on the way out. Okay,
Engaging engines.
this guy. Okay, let's see here. He's taken. I don't know if I can do any like defensive stance. How that would work. Reload. As long as the stance is active, the following effects apply: weapon and maneuver skills. Reload speed 25%. Standard weapon rate of fire 40%. Combustion gauge regeneration speed. I would like a stance that does get shields back. Is that a thing? Maneuver skills, reload speed. I'll just do this. So we're trying to maneuver, trying to get our thrusters back. This last guy, what is it? The Pride of Perseverance. The Pride of Perseverance, hang on! Okay, so.
Reloading.
Okay.
Ship ready.
Attack this guy on the way out.
We wait your command.
Let's see here. Oh, taking a lot of damage. Wait, is there anything I can do? So let's see. Emergency repairs, cancel all light, critical, and fire board effects, and 3 turrets are repaired. Call the arms, all boarding action. Replenishes morale by... Oh, yeah, shield by 50%. Yeah, let's do that. So everyone shields 50%. Summary execution. So we can survive a little bit longer.
We serve.
But this guy's... No, goodbye! Oh, go to the Emperor's side, my friend.
Admiral, this would appear to be the Despoiler's main fleet. Auspex readings confirm the presence of a Blackstone fortress. Signal the phalanx. Our mission ends in success, but our duty abides.
Okay, just do that. This guy's gonna be priority. And do weapons.
Aye, Admiral.
Okay. And bombers.
Impossible, Admiral.
Okay. Oh my lord. My last guy.
Destroyed.
Oh my lord. Lightning strike.
Impossible, Admiral.
Wait. How can I? Oh my lord. Can I just
Maximum burn.
try to get it as quickly as possible? Try to get out of here. 22 seconds. How can I actually do that?
Setting course.
Let's see.
Impossible, Admiral.
Okay, I can't do lightning strike for whatever reason.
Heading acknowledged.
Reload, stance. Okay.
Course
Just
engaged.
gotta hold off. Oh my god, there's so many. Look at all these guys. Ah!
Incoming transmission from Phalanx.
Dauntless retribution.
You've done your part, Admiral. I hereby take command of this engagement. We'll give that Blackstone fortress an opponent worthy of its size.
Awesome. So this is the category of super battleship that I was talking about. Pause, please. Okay. So we got Beefy Boy, 1500. Wait, is that better than the Blackstone Fortress? 60 like turret strength, 80 people. God damn. That's crazy. So the Phalanx. So, and this is wait, 10,000. 10,000 hull, 15,000 hull. Okay. And it doesn't even have a morale. It just keeps on fighting. Nice. Let's see here. Can I want to save this guy. I know it's not important. Let's see. Okay, Phalanx. Let's try to just kill all these guys.
We serve. Commodore Trudeau, what is our status?
Estimates are still formulating, but we confirm the Sanctus Malefic, the Apocalyptia, the Vengeful Spirit. Emperor shield us, but we're staring at half of the Black Fleet. Maybe more.
Understood.
Okay.
And Cadia itself?
Oh, yeah, it's so fat it can't do all a head full.
Confirm fighting on all continents. The greatest concentration appears to be at Cazacraf on Cadia Secundus. The Herald of Absolution.
Oh, they're trying to block off my retreat. I want him to live.
Good.
Live, damn it.
All Storm Talon squadrons that Celestine must make planetfall. All other concerns are secondary.
Confirmed. Captain,
Let's see if he
there's a Blackstone fortress in near
If he can get out, that'll be great.
The will of eternity.
Here's what it is. No,
Vox
they
chatter
blew him up.
confirms the Fire Main's fang has already failed to bring it to ruin.
Indeed, a rare failure from the sons of Rus. The so-called saint was correct. These are dark days indeed.
Your orders?
As they always are in dark days, Commodore. We bring the Emperor's fire and burn away the darkness. Prepare for battle.
don't know if I'm even like live. I think it's test. Hold on.
We have inbound. Vanguard vessels.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm even live. You guys are even seeing me.
Good right arm, Commodore.
From their vector, they don't intend to duel with our guns, but to ram us. We must brace for impact.
Sound collision alarms. All hands. Brace for impact.
Okay, which one is brace for impact? Brace for impact. Okay, this one. Brace for impact. Hull damage suffered. Defense turrets accuracy. Okay. Morale results loss of a ramming or collision are nullified. Okay. So all these little escort ships are going to try to ram my big old fat boy, the Phalanx. Look at all those cannons, man. They're just everywhere. This destroys all of them. Cool. On to the chapter.
Almost in weapons range.
Acknowledged. All crews to battle stations. Hold this course. All ahead full. Take us down into its black craw.
All ahead full, aye. It seems we have their attention. Additional vessels closing on intercept course. They're closing too swiftly to evade.
Let the fleas bite. The Phalanx's hide is thick. Too thick for their teeth. Hold main batteries for my order.
Let the fleas bite. Cool. Perform an all-head maneuver. Okay, so you can do it. It's not that fat. Destroy the Blackstone Fortress. Okay.
At your command.
Awesome. Okay, I'll say that this guy is gonna be #1 priority. Can't focus fire yet for some reason. Damn. God damn, look at that. I don't know if it cut off my stream entirely. I think it did. Who knows what's happening?
Underway.
Okay, wait. I should do restore shields, right? Perform this action on the sea ship. Cancel the warp jump. Call arms. All boarding damage to the ship is reduced by 50%. So let's do. This is destroying all these guys. Look at all these guns, man. Look at this. Look at how many thrusters. Crazy overkill. Cool. Oh yeah, they're not doing enough damage to prevent the shields from regenerating. Yeah, we can do it again. All head full. Just, oh my lord. So if these guys are like kilometers long, I mean, oh my god. The Phalanx is so big. Okay, let's do...
Will of Eternity in primary weapons range.
Do I not have torpedoes in this one?
Let Abaddon know we've come for him.
I can just ram them with the Phalanx.
Moving to position.
Blackstone Fortress shields are holding. We're barely scratched.
Keep firing. We'll flay that abomination an inch at a time if we must.
At your order. Victory or death.
Let's see here. Let's just crash into it. Because why not? Let's see, boarding action.
Captain, the Will of Eternity shields are down.
Impossible. Confirmed.
Confirmed. They're gone.
I'll wager my right hand they have wolves loose in their belly. The fangs of Fenris bite deep.
Okay, here we go. Got some. Come on, I want to board. Boarding actions, here we go.
The Blackstone Fortress is coming apart. We're too close.
Here we go.
If its reactors go critical, the Phalanx will be caught in the blast.
That's fine.
Damage.
The sons of Dawn are too stubborn.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Regal daughter proved different.
Oh, is it destroyed?
Gaze on the Blackstone Fortress. Gaze
Nice. And the stream went down again. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully you guys can feel me. Maybe it's my internet connection. Who knows? I don't know. I have to do some research on it.
Archmagos, your reputation precedes you, but you choose a bleak time to come to Cadia.
Bleaker than you know. My adepts uncovered pylons on Area 6. They are a perfect match for those present on Cadia, but were reduced to null during the Fourth Black Crusade.
Abaddon. His malice holds greater purpose than we knew.
Agreed. Ruined pylon fields have been discovered on many worlds, all unmade by the Despoiler.
Why? Their heritage is alien, their purpose unknown.
The pylons' forges remain shrouded, known only to the Omnissiah. But their purpose is revealed. They contain the Eye of Terror. If they are destroyed, the Immaterium will claim all. The Imperium will be no more. The pylons must be saved.
Just another day in the Imperium.
They are our only
another
weapon
universe-destroying event
chaos.
happening.
But I need time to study.
Go. Make your studies. May the Emperor guide you.
What do we do? 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. 10 is when we're going to stop. I think I might play this again next week. I really like it. It's just a very unique real-time strategy game, I feel. You know, I've never actually been... I never actually looked up more kind of ship-it-a-line combat.
I mean you no harm.
But you are an abomination.
I prefer honored guest. But abomination or not, you and I have common cause.
Logic dictates otherwise.
Then you don't seek to understand the nature of this matrix.
You comprehend its secrets.
I was there when they first awakened. Or perhaps I wasn't. Memory is such a fickle thing. Neither of us desires to see this galaxy ripped asunder by the Imperial ones. Destroy me if you wish. Nothing will change. For me, for you, for this world.
Show me.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to re-upload this. It's been cut into so many different parts. Sorry, guys. That was really inconvenient. I do really want to play this game next week. The threat value shows the interest of all factions in each sector. Okay. The higher it is, the more likely a faction will be aggressive. We haven't actually even gone to the campaign map yet. It's crazy.
Admiral, this is madness. Entering real space so close to a planet, you'll doom us all.
A good officer commands without doubt, and obeys without question.
Entering real space in 3, 2, 1.
Look at that.
Blessed Emperor, we're in the heart of the fight.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. Form up.
Incoming enemy squadrons!
Race for impact.
Some raiders, frigates.
We've lost the Purity Blade!
Silver Dawn to Cadian High Command. Where do you need us?
This battle is lost! We must disengage!
Coward. Commissar. Do your duty.
Dang!
As the Emperor wills!
Incoming transmission.
Phalanx to Silver Dawn. This is Commodore Jourdeau. Situation critical. Chaos forces have launched a full-scale planet strike. They aim to destroy the pylons of the Elysian fields. They must not succeed. Reinforce the position. The Phalanx will cover your back. Remain vigilant. We have reports that the despoiler leads the assault. The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects.
Emperor protects.
Silver Dawn. This is the Admiral. All ahead full.
Auspex readings indicate unusual energy signatures at the Elysian fields.
Explain. I need more. By the Emperor.
Omnissiah's grace. This is beyond my experience. Analyzing.
Hurry. What are we looking at?
Analyzing complete. The pylons. The energy beam is
one of
repelling the Eye of Terror.
Lower ships.
How is that possible?
Of the Warhammer 40.
No matter.
The Warhammer
Our
40.
duty remains. Prepare for planet strike.
For the longest time, the game was kind of stuck in
Incoming transmission.
41.
It's the Phalanx.
The despoiler has retreated to the vengeful spirit to lick his wounds. We cannot let this opportunity slip away. All vessels, engage the vengeful spirit. For the salvation of mankind and vengeance long due, we will destroy this abomination once and for all.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. We have our orders, and we're closer than anyone else. Today, the arch-traitor dies at our hands. Divert all power to weapons. Load torpedoes. We are the Emperor's fury. We shall not fail.
Bam.
Fire! All weapons!
The vengeful spirit is firing, sustaining hull
So that's
damage. Structural breaches on all
super
decks.
battleship that I was telling you about.
No! No!
Weapon system critical. Reactor critical. Fires reported on all decks. We are heavily damaged. Estimated crew loss 65,000.
The vengeful spirit intercepted our torpedoes. No significant damage.
Yeah, you just ran at him like an idiot.
What have I done? My pride. My arrogance.
Yeah, man. Got all your people killed.
Additional Chaos vessels inbound.
Very well. If that is how this ends.
Wow.
If we are
so
to
many.
die, let it be with the Emperor's light in our eyes and his fury in our voice. We fight on. All hands. One last effort before they overwhelm us. Make this count.
Admiral, the enemy are peeling away.
No. You must be mistaken.
Confirmed. They are moving towards the wreckage of the Blackstone Fortress.
What? What are they doing? Vox officer, transmit a wideband message to all forces on Cadia. Tell them to evacuate the planet. Now!
I'll talk a little bit more about the lore implications of this. You guys don't know what's going on. See, this is why I love Warhammer 40,000. Just like this grand epic scale stuff. Like, it's borderline like silly, but it's amazing. I love it. So, in lore, there's still people that survive that planet's explosion on the planet. How? I know it's. I love the setting. It has the BDU factor, the Big Dumb Universe factor. But there are stories about people finding survivors on the planet afterwards, on a shattered planet. They're like in bunkers or something stupid. Because Warhammer 40,000. Anyways, yeah, so that was the scene. It was the fall of Cadia, right? Cadia is, there's the Eye of Terror, right? Which is a a storm in space, which composed of a lot of like material realm energies, but also the immaterium, the warp, kind of like pouring into it and making like this giant maelstrom of like shredding unreal forces, right? For the longest time, it was the bastion of chaos, like the devil worshippers of the setting, and for the longest time, it was just like a lot of the stories would just run up to the very end, the 12 minutes to midnight of the end times, right? The end times, what they're trying to imply, right? Cadia was fighting on it. We didn't really get anything more, and then this event happened, the fall of Cadia, where this battle happened, and like tons of forces come out of the warp storm that I was telling you about, the Eye of Terror, in like waves. There are certain strange alien pylons that are able to maintain or regress the warp storms around it, right? They're just they're figuring that out like near the end. So it's part of a network, right? So what the main commander Abaddon, the spoiler that leads these chaos forces, he used, I think in the actual stories, the Blackstone Fortress wasn't crippled before this happened, I think. But in this game, it was. So they pushed it out of orbit. They pushed it down onto this pylon network and destroyed the pylon network, which just destroyed Cadia. And then it created a giant rift, like a ribbon across the entire galaxy, which was like another rift with like the forces of like the equivalent of like space hell poured out, destroyed a lot of people, worlds. A lot of the faster than light travel in communications became very disruptive, right? So now it's like the kind of end time setup, and there's more. So there's more that's happening, but I don't know specifically when it is, when it's talking about it. So campaign, it's like I remember being kind of bad at this game, but so I was on easy. I'll try it on medium. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Okay, so the far-flung Imperial man knows only a war for survival. Also, assailed by traitors, treacherous Xenos, and uncaring galactic waste, humanity battles as the Emperor's light grows ever darker. Emperor is the ruler of the Imperium. Also, it's God King, right? The Cadian Gate stands besieged by the abominations from within the Eye of Terror, which I was telling you about before. It falls to Admiral Spire, hero of the Gothic War, to marshal the Imperial's scattered fleets and hold the line against the horrors of chaos. So this is a campaign you actually maintain like worlds and fleets, separate ones. And I was never really good at this game, but I want to be good at this game. And we can check out some of the other campaigns really quick. The Awakening. I think these are alternate universe takes. I'm not entirely sure. I think they're alternate universe takes. Stirred from their aeons-long slumber, the Undying Necrons come to claim anew the galaxy they once dominated. With their territories awash with warring primitives are assailed by the currents of the otherworldly warp, the legions of the Nefiru dynasty will have to provoke the technological supremacy if they seek to establish their dominion once more. Okay, we have the Tyranids. Driven by hunger without end. The Tyranid, I kind of want to try Tyranids as my next campaign. Driven by hunger without end, the Tyranid high fleets encroach the Imperium from beyond the galactic rim. Now they are drawn to the embattled worlds of the Cadian Gate. Terror is the Tyranids' harbinger, and desolation is their gift. They cannot be bargained with or reasoned with. They can only be destroyed. And then Chaos Devil Worshippers. The 13th Black Crusade is swept out of the Eye of Terror, shattering the defenses of the Cadian Gate and leaving the Imperium's defenders reeling. However, with Warmaster Abaddon consumed by ancient vendettas, his lieutenant's grip on the Aegis Ocularis falters, and Admiral Spire, hero of the Gothic War, threatens to make the hard-won victories. As the laughter of dark gods echoes across the stars, all now rests in the hands of Vriken Malos, champion of the Wordbearers Legion. Okay, interesting. Let's do Imperium. Give me 1 second.
The Imperium of Man. A million worlds scattered across an uncaring galaxy. A million worlds forever under threat from the machinations of cursed traitors and perfidious Xenos. It is an empire consumed by war, by the very battle for survival itself, for there is no peace amongst the stars. The Space Marines, genetically modified warriors who know no fear, spearhead every counter-assault, taking the battle to the heart of the foe.
Cool.
From the smoke-wreathed horror of Adeptus Mechanicus Forge Worlds sail warships of fearsome potency, their weapons blessed by the machine god, and their crews dedicated
So yeah, you can
to
have
the Omnissiah's
Imperial
holy
Navy
cause.
in this campaign, and Space Marine ships, and Adeptus
The
Mechanicus ships.
Ɂ molds callow flesh into leaders, officers of the Imperial Navy, the greatest fleet ever to
I like the
span
way
stars.
the ships are designed. I think
These
there's...
heroes dedicate
I kind of feel
their
they're
lives to the
aesthetically
Imperial's
pleasing, but I do
defense,
love Warhammer
confronting
40,000,
the
so
ceaseless
maybe
threat
I am a
of
little bit
chaos
biased.
wherever it manifests.
Yeah.
The war against the dark gods and their worshippers is the eternal battle for the soul of mankind, for the future of the galaxy itself. It is the forge upon which true heroes are struck and legends tempered. Admiral Spire is one such legend, savior of the Gothic sector, vanquisher of War Master Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. For centuries he has been lost, trapped in the shifting tides of the Immaterium, while in pursuit of the hated foe. Such travails would drive an ordinary man to madness, or into the clutches of the very gods he once opposed. But Spire is no ordinary man, and his time is coming once more.
Awesome.
We're out. Praise the Emperor, but I can see the stars again. Receiving distress hymnals. The region's alive with them.
Distress
According
hymnals.
to the timestamps, Admiral, the year. It's 999 M41.
This is like 300 years before
We've been
our
lost
Rogue
in
Trader
war
campaign.
for over 800 years. And Cadia, the hymnals report that it's been destroyed, sir. There's a lot of confusion out there, sir. And Admiral, Cadia fell at Abaddon's hand.
Then we are returned not a moment too soon. Navigator, chart a course to the Cadian system. We may be an age too late to join the battle, but revenge is still within our grasp.
Warp engines online. Geller field holding.
This is Admiral Spire to all Imperial vessels.
Yeah,
Rally at coordinates 154554.
it's chopping my stream up into like
This isn't
a
over.
dozen different bits. I don't know. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. I will upload the post-recording. Again, I'll edit it down. So, it's kind of disappointing. I wish you guys could hang out with me a little bit. But, you know, you're here with me in spirit. So, let's see here. It's like I want to... I want to, like, look at some lore stuff. But it's not like Rogue Trader where it actually has a load screen. It's like, okay, click here to continue. It, like, automatically starts playing. But... okay, so it's still loading. But it does have, like, some nice long loading screens that we can actually use. So let's see here. So Overlord Class Battle Cruiser, what would it be? It was like the Dauntless is what we were looking at before in the previous battles. I think Dauntless might be in the main... It was a light cruiser, Dauntless light cruiser, I want to say. Light cruiser, Endeavor, Defiant class. I think Defiant was one of them. Yeah, Defiant was one of them that we're using, right? Defiant class. A rare carrier version of the Endeavor, Defiant is rarely utilized on its own in the Imperial Navy, as its typical weapons leaves it vulnerable to direct attack and totally reliant on its relatively small number of Furies and Starhawks to defend it. In centuries past, those ships occasionally formed the flagships of long-range light recon patrols into the Cronus Expanse. Well, yeah, this is just talking about the Cronus Expanse. Prior to the establishment of the more permanent passage of Watch 27 Est. Even then, some Defiants still remain in service with Battlefleet Kronos. A few of the crafts have made it in the hands of some richer rogue trader dynasties, where they're often utilized as versatile second ship. Okay, let's go back in here. Boop. Doesn't like being minimized and maximized. Okay. I'm trying to maximize the game again. I hear it. Here we go. Cool.
Such turbulence. Not since the Eye of Terror have I felt anything like it. Wait. This is not the Cadian system. Navigator, report.
The Immaterium writhes, Lord Admiral. It has flung us far off course.
I can see that, Domitian. Where are we?
Star sites indicate we've entered real space in the Cadian sector.
Confirmed.
Not too far, but not close enough. Still, we have been fortunate. Have our astropath send out a hymnal. All surviving vessels in the sector to rally at our position. Cadia needs our aid.
Warship signatures inbound, Lord Admiral. Chaos vessels.
Indeed. Then our retribution begins. We hold this position.
Okay.
What is this I smell? Another so-called warrior come to charge.
Feroxus Hellbreed.
I am Lord Admiral Spire. I will be your death.
Not this day, lapdog. My lieutenants come to claim your skull. It shall adorn the War Master's throne.
We shall see. Ready main batteries.
Oh, what? He's trying to fight me with just a little raider. Pause for a second. But can I not move this guy? Come on. It doesn't want... Oh, okay, now we're moving? What's going on?
Changing course.
Huh.
Underway.
It's like I can't maneuver this guy as well. Strange. So battleship Agamemnon, the righteous protector.
Excellent. Their firepower will be a great asset.
Well met, Fabricator. How many ships do you bring me?
All that could be found, Lord Admiral. I regret that we bring enemies on our heels.
Duty breeds enemies, Fabricator. Join your fire to ours. We'll see them ended.
I can't... It's not letting me
Engaging engines.
right-click very well. I don't know what's happening really. Like, all the performance on my... The game is being weird. Let's... Hold on, let's... Back and forth a little bit. Hold on. Very strange day. There we go. Cool. Yeah, now I can actually maneuver. Oh my lord. Pause. Let's just have these guys zip. And this guy come and join them.
Setting course.
And silent, reload. Wait, what stance can I do? Long ships are active. Weapons and maneuver skills. Standard weapon combustion gauge, regeneration speed. I can do. Let's see, I can do rally. Or I can do occult arms. Canonical of the Omnissiah. Instantly cancels all light, critical, and fire above the ship and repairs 5 turrets. Maneuver gauge is refilled by 50, and shields regenerate by 30%. Yes, let's do that. We have a frigate, a sword class frigate. Sword class frigates, the tried and true that we've been experiencing. Beautiful, beautiful little ship. I think it's like, I forget exactly how much of a population is on it, but they're. I've been talking about this in the last few streams over on Rogue Trader and some of the other 40k stuff that we've done. But sword class frigates, I think we've been talking about the most. We're a little bit more familiar with them. Very common, like I said, with Rogue Traders and other independent organizations, semi-independent organizations in the Imperium. Generally, they're made to operate within squads of like 3, I want to say. And the design was made in the late stages of the Horus Heresy. They're just good. They're probably one of the better all-arounder ships the Imperium has. So you'll see them a lot in a lot of media.
Understood.
Okay. Let's pause. So we'll do... it's kind of random. Let's see here. We'll do this. We'll aim melted torpedoes. So melted torpedoes fires one projectile that causes a fire aboard the... Well, it's multiple. It's a volley of multiple ones. Fires one projectile that causes a fire aboard the effect of the first ship they hit. These projectiles are ineffective before traveling to 1,000 units. There's also, we have standard torpedoes. There's a lot of different types of torpedoes in the Warhammer 40,000 setting. But let me see if I can... My chat is back up. Sorry if you're in chat and you're trying to talk to me. Been having some weird performance issues in my stream. But, yeah. Anyways, let's do... Inflict 225 damage, reducing armor by 25 with 50% to... Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, William Lister. I don't know if you can actually hear me. If hopefully you can hear me. I'm having trouble hearing you guys. I don't know if it's on my side or on YouTube or Twitch's side, but I really do appreciate the support. But yeah, I think I'm going to play this again next week also. We'll hold off on Rogue Trader just one more week. Just one more. Because we have been playing Rogue Trader a lot over the last few months. But yeah, what was I going to say? Torpedoes, I think I'll just fire a bunch of volley of torpedoes into this horde. And we'll hit something, right? So we'll do...
Course engaged. Heading acknowledged.
Okay.
Rouse the engines.
Okay, let's just pause for a second. We'll have Admiral Spire. We'll have her battleship. So Righteous Preceptor Agamemnon, it's not featured in any of the Warhammer 40,000 RPG materials, as far as I know. Agamemnon. How do you say that? Agamemnon. I can say it. Agamemnon, the Righteous Protector. Okay. Admiral Spire's personal ship. So yeah, these guys are just crushers. They can go in and just destroy tons of ships on their own, right? So we'll fly a little bit closer. We'll do some boarding actions as well. We'll do lock on at range plus 40 units. Accuracy, critical chance. Hull damage suffered. Defense turrets, accuracy 50%. We'll do standard weapons rate of fire plus 40. Reload. Let's do this. So we'll do switch to reload stance. And we'll get a lot of macro cannon reloads. So lots of broadsides. And just firing at like different guys, right? We'll do this.
Setting course.
And we'll have this guy go around. Ooh. They are really intent on getting this guy down. I do want to save this guy. I want to practice on being more durable. So what is it? Retreats. We can get this guy, right? Okay, get that guy. All boarding actions. Cancel mutiny. Resist morale. So I want to be good at this game. That's my goal. That's gonna be my goal of this game. Let's do like all these guys are splitting off. They're going down this way, and these guys are going up. So we'll have these guys split off and come up from the north side of the map.
Optimal course set.
Changing course.
Okay. We have stance lockdown, temporary damage. Okay, so they have some damage. I think they can do. Let's see. I like critical. Instantly cancels all light critical and fire effects. Repairs 5 turrets. I think that's their repair option. So we'll do. What do we have here? Scanner marks enemy ships within 1,300 units around the ship. Marked ships are revealed for 45 seconds.
Engaging drive. Rouse the engines.
2, 1. Okay, these guys are... Let's fire in. So turn. We'll do fire torpedoes. I can just go... Here, check this out. Ram through them. Okay. Use the additional thrusters. Okay, pause for a second. So while this guy is just going to be going in and just brawling with all these guys, we'll have these guys circle in, finishing off any sort of stragglers, right? That's going to be our main tactic here. I don't want to accidentally launch my torpedoes. Okay, so they repaired some of the stuff. I think they're still... These guys are still focused on firing down on this guy. So I'll try to do a blaze past him. Let's see here.
Transition begun. Optimal course set.
Have this just go in as an escort. Hopefully he's not going to hit this guy. Cool. Okay.
Engaging drive.
Okay, we have our torpedoes ready again. So go here. Blaze.
With matchless efficiency.
My cat is in front of all my menus. Okay, set out some stuff. Torpedo stuff.
Course engaged.
So let's mop them up.
Transition begun.
Okay. Sometimes it's good to just have, if you have one, if they're like focusing fire on some of your squadron, you can have one like zip away and force them to turn so you can get other guys behind him and get additional damage that way.
That's the last of them, my lord.
Negative. They were but the tip of the spear. I calculate that the others will soon arrive.
It matters not. I led a fleet through the bleakness of the Gothic War. By comparison, this is nothing.
Let's do low.
Pity that war cost
Let's do
us
running
our
silent
greatest
on these
heroes.
guys.
But I wouldn't give to have Captain Abradol at my side.
All decks report ready.
So when they do show up, they won't immediately be able to see our signature.
Let us hope they suffice.
Okay, this guy
Seems
is...
they come in strength, Lord Admiral.
All ships. The Emperor protects. Engage at will.
Survival probabilities are unfavorable. Recommend we withdraw.
All ships, hold position.
Okay, they scanned
Doubt
us.
forms the path to damnation.
There is no doubt while strength abides.
Beneficent Emperor. Is that what I think it is?
The Sons of Dawn heed your call, Lord Admiral.
It's good to see vessels of the Adeptus Astartes, Captain.
Okay, they will
Faith is well
go...
enough, but hope and faith bring victory soon.
They'll see my signatures, but I don't know if they'll really...
We shall fight it together.
They'll really utilize it properly. So this there, and this over here. So let's see if I can get within the torpedo range.
Thruster routines active.
I get it.
With matchless efficiency.
So let's fire that.
Target on screens.
4. Okay, we got the Sons of Dorn. There's a chapter of the Space Marines that are more specializing in siege warfare and kind of like the... I don't know if you would call them necessarily the Noble Defenders. I guess so. They're the kind of a Noble Defender theme ships.
Utter the canticles of battle.
Okay, wait, pause for a second. I'm still trying to commit everything to memory. So this guy's gonna try to ram my ship. So we'll do brace for impact for this guy, and then we'll do rally let's see here. More points to ship. And regenerate shields a little bit. So this guy, try to focus fire on weaponry because we want to try to just outlast this guy a little bit more. And Thunderhawk, get some bombers.
Initiate targeting protocol.
And some boarders.
If possible, Admiral.
And let's see, turn. So we can get in line with this. They're gonna try to kill our escort ship.
Thruster routines active.
Cool.
Rouse
I think that's it for the scenario.
Last traitor vessel destroyed, Lord Admiral. No further signatures.
And allied ships?
Nothing more. Others may be inbound.
We can wait no longer. Let stragglers seek our trail amongst the dead. We have a fleet. I must confer with Lord High.
We've got like 20 minutes left.
To employ it. We will have vengeance for Cadia.
Yeah, how many parts has it given me? Hold on. It's broken my stream up into... God. It's broken my stream up into like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts so far. I don't think it's running me live.
The challenge before us is bleak, but we shall prevail if the Emperor wills it. The despoiler will be driven back, but we need support. We must secure planetary systems within the battle zone. These will provide us the necessary means to strengthen our fleets.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm live or not. I know some people are getting me, other people are not, but hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Okay, so sectors. So we're going to an actual campaign. It's all about getting battle groups that are able to get better coverage. This is kind of like how it is in the actual 40k lore. Like they map their territory, like what is they acknowledge as Imperial territory based on stuff that they can reliably defend. It's an interesting way to think about it, because so a lot of things are like they're considered Imperial territory, I guess, but they're not part of an Imperial sector, like officially Imperial sector, unless a battle group is there to defend it. I think that's how it works. And most Spies forces are currently located in the Cadian sector. A sector is constituted of several systems whose conquest allows you to progress through the campaign. Yes. Threat level. Threat value is represented in the will of an enemy faction to conquer a sector. The higher it is, the more a faction will be acted there. How do I find that? Threat level, huh? Threat level. I don't see the threat level. Let's see, resource generation, production point generation per turn, repair rate per turn, troop generation per turn. I have no idea. Threat level. Eventually I'll figure it out. Urgency gauge. The urgency gauge symbolizes the urgency of your situation facing enemy factions. It fills up each turn, drops when you fulfill objectives. Okay. Urgency states. The urgency gauge is divided into 5 segments. When a segment is filled, the threat value of all enemy factions is raised by 1. If the last segment is filled, the campaign ends in failure. Okay. So you can just get overwhelmed with enemy forces if don't deploy them right. So it kind of sucks. Points of interest. There can be one or several points of interest in each system. Each one is linked to attributes that have different effects depending on the faction controlling the system. Okay. I can't save yet. Okay. Let's see here. Select the Belisar point of interest. Okay. Cool. Belisar, the Hive World in the Cadian system. So we have a lore. Belisar stones. Oh, if you want to know based on like where we are in the galactic map, so we were at the Kronos Expanse, over like in wild space, just outside the borders of the Imperium. Then there's Calixis, then there's Ixiniad, and then there's that's the one, Ixiniad, and then there's the one that's the Eisenhorn series, and then the Cadian sector, right? or the Gothic sector is near there as well. Yeah, Gothic is Galactic North. So we're quite a ways away from where we were from the last 40k game, and about 300 years in the past, right? Which I think is actually about the same time. No, okay, so the Dark Heresy the Dark Heresy CRPG that's going to be coming out soon, that's before this instance, so that's even further in the past. So that'll be interesting to think about. Anyways, Belisar stones wail with the death agonies of slaughtered population, put to sword at the direction of the traitor Lucius the Eternal. The psychic echoes still linger in the warp, making travel to and from the cursed Belisar a risky endeavor for many navigators not fully in command of his faculties. Yet the Imperium cannot afford to leave Belisar unpopulated, and has begun shipping in new colonists. Chem suppressants have been issued in an attempt to reduce suicide numbers. Aww. Evolution level. After several turns under your control, points of interest may be evolved by spending resources. Okay. Attributes. Effects provided by the points of interest may vary depending on the evolution level of the system. Okay. Cool. And select Admiral Spire's fleets.
Demios Binary has much to offer our future operations, but it is occupied by Chaos forces. We shall sweep them aside and restore the Emperor's rule to this stolen world.
Cool. System annexation. Defeat enemy forces stationed in the system to take control of it. The capture of a neutral system doesn't require any space flight. The fleet power, Fiston, represents the might of a fleet. It depends on the value, health, and other parameters of the ships. Okay. Enemies forces. Fleets movement. Fleets have a pool of movement points that replenishes at the start of each turn. They can travel through safe routes between systems and sectors at the cost of 1 movement point per system crossed. Okay. Got it. Move Spires. Can I save yet? Why can't I save? I want to save. Okay, move Spire's fleet. I think this is 3 fleets, right? Okay, move Spire's fleet to here.
There will be many risks in the days to come. I need not take one here. Deploying a second fleet to Demios Binary will ease our victory.
Okay, so we got Cambrius, and the ship is the Imperius Draconis, Endeavor class. Okay, the sword class, Crown of Illumination. We always love swords. Okay.
We outnumber the foe. Victory is all but certain, but caution must serve as well as haste. Recklessness is a terrible master.
Demos binary system. Can I select? I can only have 2 fleets in here. Wow, they're just everywhere. Look at this. Crazy. Demos binary system. Engage in the battle in the Demos binary system. So I can do that. I can click on my guys. I think I have to. System limitation. The maximum 3 of your fleets can be stationed in a system. However, fleets can always move through a system. The higher defense level of a system under enemy control, the more defensive structures you'll have to face in battle. Okay, I can launch battle right now. We have a fleet that's 185 power and a fleet that's 60 power versus a power that's 194. They're chaos fleets. You get human chaos cultist ships and fleets and pirate ships. You have to fight in this game too. So there's that. Launch battle. Battle preparation. The engagement board allows you to make the final preparations for the battle. Leadership. Your leadership value represents the maximal culminated fleet value that can be deployed at the start of the battle. Reinforcements. Ships that couldn't be deployed due to leadership limitation replace lost ships during the battle. Deployment order. The top fleet will be deployed first. Drag and drop your fleets to change their order of commitment in the battle. Faction leader. Protect your faction leader. His death would put an end to your campaign. Yes, of course. So Spire. I wanted to change his portrait to the King Yermal from our Rogue Trader campaign, but eventually I'll figure it out. 3rd battle fleets. Nothing much we can do. Who is our... We're going up against the Emperor's children. They worship the god of hedonism and excess, Slaanesh. And these particular ones are a noise marine fleet, so they are all about shrieking vibrations, music, and excess in terms of like killing you in your very soul with rock and roll.
10,000 years have passed since the galaxy burned in the fires of the Horus heresy. 10 millennia since the greatest of the Emperor's Primarchs fell into the grasp of eternal damnation and tore the galaxy asunder. Horus Lupercal may be dead, his body ashes,
Lupercal?
and his memory
Okay,
the
sure.
stuff of a cursed legend. But the wounds he wrought
Horace Lupercal. I should probably call him that.
of an embattled Imperium. For the battle
It's
against
Lupercal.
chaos knows
Get it right.
no end. Many of Horus' servants survived the civil wars,
I kinda
and
like
they have
Lupercal,
not
though.
forgotten their defeat. When the War Master fell, they retreated to the Eye of Terror.
It does a decent job explaining what's going on.
Greatest of these was Abaddon the Despoiler, Horus' greatest living heir. Abaddon took the title of War Master for his own, and embarked upon a long and bloody campaign to succeed where his fallen master had failed. 12 Black Crusades he launched against the Imperium of Man. 12 world-shattering campaigns to forever alter the balance of power. Now, as the millennium draws to a close, a vast armada of traitors slips its moorings as Abaddon launches his 13th and perhaps final strike. As the tide of chaos breaks against the Cadian Gate, the Imperium holds its breath. Faith alone cannot hold back these bleak waters. Only valor will serve.
That's a big fleet. That's like, I don't know how many ships, like what's, I don't, like a lot of like LoreTubers don't really get into like fleet stories and fleet deployments. They talk about like ground-based ones because that's the most common tabletop game. The physical mini copies you can make is the Warhammer 40,000, the tabletop war game. They're all on foot, but in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, there's a lot of fleet engagements in like space battles, right? And it doesn't seem like there's a lot of LoreTubers that really talk about those space battles. If I ever get into like lore videos of Warhammer, that would be a really good, fun thing to do. Cool. I guess I can't save it, so I have to play another one. Hopefully I'll be able to... Let's see here. I probably cut my video up a little bit. We'll see if I can bring up chat again. Again, sorry if you guys are talking, I can't hear you. Let's try one more time. See if I can hear you at all. I don't think I'm even... It says I'm live, so whatever. Okay, so we have Spire. We'll have him as our tank. The Imperius Draconis. And then we'll have our sword class frigate, which I love. Take control of the capture point areas. Okay, so these are this is a capture point scenario, so we have to keep our guys at certain capture points. We get points, and once we get a certain amount over the enemy, then we win, right? So let's do this. Usually what I do, I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but I have like our escort go and capture smaller places. Let's see. So we can aim. Okay, like that. Deploy.
There are many ways to win a battle. By fire or cunning, we shall prevail in the Emperor's name.
Okay, running silent. And... Oh, battleships can't run silent? Is that it? Wait. Am I going crazy? Hold on. Stance. I guess, yeah, they can't run silent, I guess, because they're so big and fat. That's fine. And we'll have this guy run silent as well. Annihilation victory. Once no more enemy ships are remaining in the battlefield. So I think you can win by annihilation too, but you can win by points as well. Strategic victory. At the beginning of each battle, a victory point score is determined depending on the power of the fleets involved. Interesting. The first side reaching that score immediately wins the battle. Destruction points when the ship is... I think I really do want to play this next Sunday. When a ship is destroyed, the opposing camp gains as many victory points as its value. When a ship is destroyed, okay, when a ship leaves the battlefield, the opposing camp gains as much victory points as it has its value. Okay, cool. So it's good to still kill guys. And you got energy signatures over here.
Your orders?
I don't have any.
We serve.
I don't have any shuttles or ships that I can do.
We serve.
So I can do.
Heading acknowledged.
It looks like they were splitting off maybe one of their guys to go over here. They're sending out some fighters to scout us. And I think
Our duty is to annihilate enemies of the Imperium. It may sometimes be in our interest to obtain victory without engaging enemy vessels. Capturing strategic positions might well force the enemy's withdrawal.
Spire is wise. Spire is wise. Strategic position. There are several strategic positions on the battlefield. A capture position grants victory points to its owner so long as he holds it. To capture a strategic position, position a ship within its control parameter until the point passes under your control. Defense platforms and space stations also capture strategic positions. A strategic position cannot be captured as long as the enemy ship or defensive structure stands within its control perimeter. Okay. All right. So they have two ships on. So like I was saying earlier in the stream, the AI does seem like it has a factor. It's like there's a gap in its knowledge factor. Like if it doesn't see a ship or doesn't ignore, it doesn't like in part of like an energy surge or something like that, it literally doesn't act and make its decisions as if something was there, which is good, I think. So I'll make this guy break up a little bit, and we should have.
Your orders?
Yeah, it's.
Ship
Wait,
ready.
pause. Okay, wait, I'm not. Okay, that's. I thought there was a strategic position over here, but this is just a normal field. So I'll go over here. And when your ships level up, they can get certain abilities. There's not a huge amount of them, but there's like plasma bombs we have for Spire, teleports a bomb to a magic distance. A maximum. I've always wanted to actually make like bomb techniques in or components in Warhammer 40,000 like RPG, because I've been really interested in trying to do campaigns that are very much naval centric, because I'm just very fascinated by these like giant ships that are like city-sized, and they kind of fight like old-timey like broadside ships like you'll see in a lot of other things. But yeah, like plasma bomb, you can have like a little mine that like detonates, does a little damage to people. We have stasis bomb, teleports a bomb to a maximum distance of 1,800 units. The bomb explodes after 10 seconds. The speed of all ships, squadrons, and projectiles within a 2,500 unit radius are reduced by 90% for 45 seconds.
Machine spirit appeased.
Okay.
The spirits obey.
No, we don't want to see us.
Aye, Admiral.
It's okay if we have ships. I think we do have. Hold on. We do have a stance we can take, right? Stance. Hull damage is suffered reduced by defense turrets accuracy 50%. So brace for impact. We can do that. Use our power up our defense turrets to kill out these fighters, right? We have range 45 units, accuracy 20, critical chance. Yeah, that's one of the things I wasn't really doing very well in my other games. Turrets destroyed. Let's do this. We don't want to reduce our turrets. So we'll do that and move over here, maneuver there. And then we'll do
brace for impact.
Turret loss of 3 turrets lost, 1 turret lost. That's not fun. That's okay though. It says retreats, group orders, cancel order. 1 turret lost. Losing a bunch of turrets. Turret lost, turret lost. There's nothing I can do though. Let's pause for a second. Is there anything else I can do? Lightning strike. Let's see here. They're capturing that. They're coming towards this one. Should be fine.
Heading acknowledged.
You have seized a strategic area.
Okay, so let's keep on going.
Ship ready.
So they should only be aware of my capital ship. Let's just do...
Changing course.
Let's fire some torpedoes in there, make them move around a little bit. Generally, in a lot of Warhammer 40,000 naval combats, torpedoes are not so much as damage dealers. They can be, but they're mostly for trying to maneuver ships into other positions so you can attack them. So normally in a combat, you want to burn your high energy turns and all ahead fulls, your thrusters. Try to get it without range of the torpedoes, but in certain areas of your ship have less armor. Then you can get, you know, there's a lot of tactics. So you can move another ship into the sides, and you can have them, you know, broadside it, that sort of thing. So yeah.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Enemy destroyed. Cool.
Understood.
And we have our sword over here on top right corner of the screen. I don't know if my portrait might be blocking it, but our sword in the meantime is trying to stealth cap this thing over here. So.
Aye, Admiral. Coordinates acknowledged.
Okay.
The enemy has
Fire
seized a
some
strategic
torpedoes.
area.
Stasis bomb, we'll put them right here.
Rouse the engines.
And just fire. Do a lock-on stance. Okay. And we'll do a boarding action. Try to kill off all the crew. And yeah, we're doing good so far.
We wait your command. Targeting enemy vessel.
Don't go in there, my dude.
Engaging engines.
Nope. Wait, pause for a second. You got to be careful with all of these guys. So let's do bomb right over here, and I want Spire to stay in here, cap. Also kind of come around. Oh, we have more ships coming. Maybe I should back up a little bit. No, I know what I'll do. I have some torpedoes ready, so I'll do this. Go straight. And maneuver around your stasis bomb while pelting these guys. And come around this way, right?
Receiving your order.
Okay, morale. So we got repair a lot of guys.
You have seized a strategic area.
Alright. Okay, we seized it. We're seizing that. We'll just fight these guys a little bit. And we'll have... Oh, this guy's still stealth capping. So, Spire. Admiral for Spire.
Our borders have caused internal damage.
It is a little bit difficult. But let's see here. Oop, no. Cancel. Let's see. I'm gonna have to keybind. Do a lot of keybinding before the next stream. I'll do this.
Changing course.
Okay, we got to do fire torpedoes.
Course engaged.
We'll do another turn.
Underway. Enemy sighted.
Hold on, wait. I think I might be biting off a little bit more than I could chew. So, let's see, brace for impact. So let's do brace for impact. Reduce the hull damage suffered. And this guy should actually get in and help us out a little bit. And this guy is still working on it.
Your orders?
Let's do slow. I don't want to get too close. I want to get behind these guys so I can reduce the amount of damage I'm taking.
Setting course.
And give my shields a chance to regenerate a little bit.
Acknowledged. State your order. Thruster routines active.
Let's just go. That's.
Ship ready. Coordinates acknowledged.
And then, let's see, what else can I do? I'll wait for my canticle to be ready.
We wait your command.
This guy.
We are ready to serve.
Okay.
Course engaged.
That's okay. So we got another one. He's done with the stealth cap. So I don't want him to. I still want him to be on stealth running, but I do want him to get back into the fight. But also, we want to make sure that we're not using too many. Because we have to use this campaign or complete this campaign with the amount of resources we have. So I think it's better to try to not take as much damage as possible. So with that said, hey kitty, Calypso's here. So we'll have him slowly come back, and we'll have these guys keep on fighting. I think we're fine, really.
Engaging target. We serve.
Okay, we can do another bomb.
State your order.
Couple bombs.
To serve the Omnissiah.
And we're fine. We'll stay behind them because they don't have any firing arcs on their rear. So we won. We won. That's cool. We got. And that's. I kind of want to play more, but that's pretty much it. So I'll definitely be playing this again next week. Hopefully it'll actually work well. I don't know what's going on. Like, this is the worst like streaming goof that I've seen for a while. I don't think I'm doing anything to encourage it. Yes. Gothic Battle Group. Righteous Protector. Okay, cool. We didn't lose any ones. That's good. You can do auto battle too.
The first victory is ours. Others will follow should we remain true to our duty.
Yes.
Battles leave scars. I must be mindful of my vessel's condition. The reclamation of Demios Binary has taken our enemy by surprise. The KB system is exposed. We shall push our advantage.
Okay.
If the fleet is to grow, we must have access to production facilities. If KB falls to our forces, we shall have them.
Okay. So we can't save. Why can't we save? Okay. Leader experience. When a leader reaches experience level 4, its fleet movement point pool is increased by 1. Nice. Offensive movement. When a fleet is involved in a battle or seizes a neutral system, all remaining movement points are consumed. That's good. Well, not good necessarily. Destroyed ships are lost for good. Damaged ones are repaired and has some of their lost troops replaced at the beginning of each turn if they are located within a system controlled by their faction. Okay. That's what I was saying. It's better not to lose ships at all. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult to get them, right? Repair and troop replacement. At the beginning of your turn, each of the ships located in the system under your control benefits from the following effects. 10% of a hull point value is repaired. 3% of critically damaged systems are fully repaired. 3 lost troops are replaced. Fast repair, easy mode only. Okay, so yeah, that's probably why I was playing in easy mode. You can do fast repair, but we're not doing that this time. We're actually going to try to get good at this game. So I'm excited actually playing this again. I don't know how well it's going to do in like the algorithm. As a small streamer, I really I'm like the algorithm. Sometimes it just kind of goes over my head, like how things. I know you generally have to do things that are popular or trending in order to really grow a lot of times. So I've kind of like hamstring myself a little bit, but I'm doing what I like, what I can. I think there's something to be said for that. Resources and construction points. Resources and construction points are most valuable as they are necessary to construct new ships. Move Admiral Maluan's fleet to the Ɂ system to seize it. Okay. Oh, well, okay, there's no one here, so yeah. Construction points. Shipyards, I'll end the stream in a little bit. As soon as I have an opportunity to save. Shipyards provide construction points as they are necessary to build ships, of course. Construction point supply. When a system is conquered, the shipyards do not provide construction points immediately. They need to replenish turn after turn. So in the lore of Warhammer 40,000, a lot of the ships take like years and years to build. So the way I would kind of look at it is that in this strategy game, how you just seems like you just instantly are able to build a ship or very quickly. I think of it like they are able to, they have a lot of like hulked ships or like gutted frames of ships that they're able to use to, you know, speed things along a little bit more. That's why they're, it's generally salvage. I would say like salvage is pretty good work in the 40K universe, I would think, for average citizen. I don't know. That's probably, I could see that being actually a really, I say it kind of like offhand, but in terms of jobs that are not like higher upper echelon, like noble classes, being like a salvager, a sanctioned salvager for Imperium would be pretty good. I mean, they always might find something crazy, but it seems like you would just be, for the most part, part of a little tight-knit community, and breaking down stuff and shipping it off for your entire life, you know? I don't know. Depends. Something to think about, I guess. Construction point supply. When a system is conquered, the shipyards do not provide construction points immediately. They need to be replenished turn after turn. Shipyards get construction points each turn as they reach their maximum value. Okay, got it. Take control? Yes. Okay, and turn. Sure. So, heretic ships are moving around. Stupid heretics.
Our shipyards are ready to provide us some reinforcements. Time to see what the Adeptus Mechanicus have to offer our crusade.
Select Admiral Sparta's fleet. Yes. New ship. Okay. And we can do certain systems, I think, have different factions, like Adeptus Mechanicus or Space Marines. Hopefully it didn't. If it crashes, I'm going to be so upset. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. It's okay, I can always get back to the spot offline. Thank you, for the love of the Emperor, thank you.
We'll use jourdan for now, and wait until Demios is capable of crafting larger vessels.
Okay, so Demios Binary, they are able to eventually level up and make battle cruisers, or battleships rather. But the Skalgrim mod adds a lot of different patterns, which is pretty cool. We always talk about it in like future streams.